Hello there, Riddle second graders. Welcome to video 4 of Mr. Niemerg's art. Today I'm going to review and look at some topics that we've talked about in the past, and then I will introduce a new drawing project. The project that we're going to be drawing today is going to be a toucan bird, a very colorful bird. A lot of time artists like to paint or draw colorful objects or animals. Fruit is over throughout history. Drawing fruit and flowers has been very popular, and we're choosing the toucan today probably because of all the colors that the bird has. So reviewing real quick, in grade 2 we've talked about those warm colors, we've talked about those cool colors, the warm colors, red, orange, and yellow, the colors of fire. The warm colors help us identify things that are hot. So a faucet that has a red dot on it, that's probably the hot water, and the faucet with that blue dot is going to be our cool or cold water. So the cool colors are very relaxing, the warm colors are very exciting and high energy. Relaxing, high energy. I mean, they're very different, very opposites. Very bright to being very cool and relaxing. I'm sure I talked about my parents' bedroom being a relaxing blue colors. And my parents, when I was a kid, the kitchen was yellow. Just everything in the whole house in the kitchen was yellow. Like the walls had yellow, the countertops had yellow, just different tones and colors of yellow. Very bright and very high energy. And the idea is that it helps you wake up in the morning to be in this bright yellow kitchen. It was also the 80s, so. Here is, we did a little drawing that we could choose of warm colors and cool colors and having them in the same picture plane, and we've done this. And then here's another image. Good idea here, this tree. This tree would be very be a complex for a second grade level for sure. We're talking about some complementary colors, the opposite colors, the sports teams, the U of I's, the orange and the blue, the LA Lakers, they've got the purple and the yellow, and the Effingham Flaming Hearts are all over red and green. It's common for sports teams because they want the lettering and the colors on their uniforms to show up so people can see. We also talked about the color wheel. We got some secondary colors, tertiary colors, and primary colors. So the primary colors are those three colors of Superman: red, yellow, blue. You have to have the three primary colors if you're going to use them to make the secondary colors. So today's drawing, we're going to make a toucan. We're going to draw it together. I'm going to use a marker so that way you can see it right here behind me. I'll get close so you can see. Here's my paper. I'm going to go tall ways, and to start my drawing, I'm going to start with the beak, nose. So I'm going to make a large shape, kind of like this. I'm making his beak. Next, I'm going to go ahead from the beak here. This is where his head will come down. Whoops. And then I'm going to make his eye. Here's his eye. I guess I could make a line for the mouth from his beak. There he is. His mouth opens up right there. And then I'm going to make shoulders. Shoulders. Here's the neck here. Shoulders. So I got two shoulders. And then I need to decide where's his feet going to be. So I'm going to look at this. I'm going to go ahead and start. I'm going to make a branch kind of coming through here. And I'm going to make 3 toes. I'm going to make that branch. I'm going to make 3 more toes. I'm going to make that branch just keep going. Maybe it's going to have a stick here. A stick here. Branch runs off the page. So, got a head, got some of his shoulders, but we need to fill in the rest of his body here. But I just wanted to be able to gauge where that was. I don't want this branch to be up too high. I need him to have some room. So what I want to do now, I'm going to make his wings come down and curl in. Wings come down and curl in. I'm going to connect his body here. There's his wings. His tail feathers are going to be dropping down here behind him. There's some tail feathers. Perhaps I can, on a toucan, a lot of times they have a bright color around their face. That's what we're missing. So right here around his eye, I come down and it curls up there. There's a bright color around on his face. And now I think I'm about ready to start introducing some color. So on my toucan, I'm going to start with a little bit of a yellow and an orange. And I'm going to put some yellowish orange in this shape here that I just made. Use some yellow. I'm excited to see how you guys' bird looks here. Love seeing you guys, your artwork. And I also love seeing the smiles. You guys, some of you guys are holding up. You guys are pretty proud of it. I like to see that. I'm going to mix a little bit of orange here. A bit of orange. Because I think it makes it look a little more interesting. And then I would like to introduce on his mouth some yellow. So they kind of have like a yellow shape here. Put some of that yellow there. And introduce a little bit of yellow here. Like I said, they got a lot of color on them, and they're some bright colors. Toucan lives in a tropical rainforest. The point of his beak, I'm going to introduce some red here. Real sharp. Some bright. There. I know I'm working fast. If I'm going too fast, you can just hit pause and catch up. I'm going to make this branch brown. I've seen some pictures of some toucans, and we got kind of a light blue coloring on their feet. Now, Toucan Sam, he's that guy on Fruit Loops, that bird, he's a toucan. That would be more of a cartoon looking, isn't it? It's got a little bit more abstract qualities in it. Next, I'm going to use this light blue again on his beak. I feel like I need to use a little bit of a lime green somewhere too. Some light blue. Now, if you have some free time, you could look up, Google some toucans, see some pictures of some real ones. If you wanted to use them in pictures for your inspiration to color your bird, that would be a good idea. Introducing some blue here, a little bit of a gradation. Light blue. So this would almost be kind of, if you're using crayons, this is like sky blue, baby blue with my color pencil, but then you could use a blue-green and could possibly add a little bit of yellow to it. Try to get that color that you want. I feel like I need some green here. I know that they have some green on it too. There. So the rest of the body on my toucan, there's a lot of black. I could use a little bit of gray perhaps to show me where his feathers and things are, but I'm going to start working with some black here. There you go, looking pretty sharp, right? The black really shows up. And that black and that color, those bright colors, is a nice contrast. It really makes it pop. It's a pretty bird. If you could be any bird, what bird would you be? If you could be a bird, what would you be? Would you be a toucan? I know what I'd be. I'd have to be a bald eagle. Big, flat, fast, fly real high up in the air. That'd be really cool. I'm gonna add some leaves. So he's in a tropical rainforest. In a tropical rainforest, the leaves on trees are really big, and they got flowers. Things are big. So you can have leaves all around your drawing here. Color those leaves in. We can write our name on it. We can color some sky. It is a rainforest, so maybe it could even be raining. Rainforest is called a rainforest because it rains all the time, and all that rain that they get helps all these plants grow so big. Look at that. What else could we add? We could add flowers. There's lots of different bugs and insects in a rainforest. So there's a lot of different ideas that you could introduce here into your drawing. And it's up to you if you add, and you want to add some other things. You could have some small bugs, or some other birds, or you can throw some blue in the sky. But you should always be thinking about, how can I finish this? How can I finish my drawing? How can I make this look better? How can I make this drawing, my drawing, look better than someone else's drawing? Now, you don't want to make everything look the same, so what can you add to it to make your drawing special? So, our drawing today is the toucan. You can work small, you can work big, it's up to you. If you have different materials, you can use them. The crayons work just fine. Please take a picture of your bird and send it so I can see it. Put it on that art discussion so I can see it all together and I can keep track and make sure that I'm reaching you and you are able to do this. Good thing about a video, you can work on it anytime you want. After supper, if you want to work on it, or early in the morning you want to work on it, you have some time to work on it. Maybe a rainy day, it was a good time to work on it. So we haven't had a whole lot of those lately, have we? But just work on it at your time, take a picture, send it to me, let me see it. So I look forward to seeing it, and I look forward to seeing you guys too. So I will catch you later, and happy drawing.